Welcome to Trivia Clips. Think you know everything about the King of Pop? This is part 1 of the Michael Jackson True or False Challenge. You have 5 seconds to answer each one, true or false. Let's test how deep your MJ knowledge really goes. 1. Michael Jackson was born in 1965. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. Michael was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. He was the 8th of 10 Jackson children. His musical talent showed very early in life. He started performing with his brothers in the Jackson 5. By age 11, he was already signed to Motown. 1958 marked the birth of a global icon. 2. Thriller is the best-selling album of all time. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Thriller has sold over 70 million copies worldwide. It broke records after its release in 1982. The album won 8 Grammy Awards in one night. Hits like Beat It and Billie Jean fueled its success. Its music video changed the industry forever. No album has surpassed its total sales to date. 3. Michael Jackson's nickname was the Piano Man. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. The Piano Man is Billy Joel's nickname. Michael's most famous nickname was the King of Pop. He earned it for redefining pop music and performance. Other nicknames included MJ and the Gloved One. He was rarely associated with playing piano publicly. His titles reflected his massive global influence. 4. Michael first performed the Moonwalk in 1983. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. He debuted the move on the Motown 25 TV special. It happened during a performance of Billie Jean. The crowd went wild as he glided backwards smoothly. The moonwalk instantly became his signature dance. Michael said he learned it from street dancers. It's now one of the most iconic moves in history. 5. The Jackson 5 was signed to Motown Records. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. True. Motown signed the group in 1968. Their debut single, I Want You Back, hit number 1. The group had 4 consecutive number 1 hits after that. Motown molded their early image and sound. Michael was the standout voice of the group. Their success launched his solo career. 6. Michael Jackson wrote, I Will Always Love You. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. That song was written by Dolly Parton in 1973. Whitney Houston famously covered it in 1992. Michael had no connection to writing it. He did write many of his own hits, though. Billie Jean and Beat It were his creations, but not I Will Always Love You. 7. Michael owned the rights to the Beatles' music catalog. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, true. In 1985, he bought ATV Music Publishing. It included over 250 Beatles songs. He paid $47.5 million for the catalog. Paul McCartney had once advised him to invest in music rights. This caused tension between them afterward. Michael later merged it with Sony, keeping partial control. 8. Smooth Criminal was originally recorded in Spanish. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer, false. The song was written and recorded in English. However, it was later released in multiple versions. There was even a 2006 Spanish remix, Al Capone. But the original 1987 release was all in English. It appeared on the Bad album. The song's video featured gravity-defying moves. 9. Michael's pet chimpanzee was named Bubbles. You have 5 seconds to answer, true or false. Correct answer. True Bubbles was adopted by Michael in the 1980s. He became a famous part of MJ's image. Bubbles toured with him and lived at Neverland Ranch. He even attended studio sessions. Eventually, Bubbles was moved to a sanctuary. Michael saw him as family, not just a pet. End of part 1. Still moonwalking with us? Then don't stop now. Part 2 has even more thrilling facts ahead. Let's see if you can beat it with a perfect score. Welcome back to Trivia Clips. You passed part 1, but now it's time for the real thriller. This is part 2 of the Michael Jackson True or False Challenge. You have 5 seconds per question. Let's keep the groove going. 11. Michael won the Grammy Legend Award in 1993. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He was honored for his extraordinary impact on music. The Legend Award is a rare recognition. Few artists receive it in their lifetime. Michael also won the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. 1993 was a big year for accolades. His legacy was already cemented. 12. Man in the Mirror was written by Michael himself. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. The song was written by Sieta Garrett and Glenn Ballard. Michael performed it with deep passion and soul. It became one of his most powerful anthems. He often used it in humanitarian efforts. Despite not writing it, he made it his own. It's a timeless call for change. 13. Michael was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He was inducted as a member of the Jackson 5 in 1997. Then again as a solo artist in 2001. Few musicians have received the honor twice. It proves his influence as part of a group and solo. Each induction recognized different eras of his career. It's a rare and elite distinction. 14. Neverland Ranch was located in Nevada. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Neverland Ranch was in Los Olivos, California. It was named after the fictional home of Peter Pan. Michael built it as a private paradise. It included a zoo, amusement park, and theater. He lived there for many years. Nevada was never its location. 15. Michael recorded a duet with Freddie Mercury. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. They recorded several tracks in the early 1980s. Songs like There Must Be More to Life Than This were released later. Their styles clashed during sessions, but the magic was real. Busy schedules prevented a full collaboration. Fans long hoped for a finished project. Some demos have since been made public. 16. Michael Jackson performed at the Super Bowl halftime show. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. He headlined the halftime show in 1993. It changed the Super Bowl performance forever. He opened with dramatic silence and applause. Songs included Jam, Billie Jean, and Heal the World. Ratings soared during the performance. It set the standard for halftime shows. 17. His skin changed color due to a rare skin condition. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. True. Michael had vitiligo, a condition that causes skin depigmentation. He confirmed it in interviews and medical records. He used makeup to even out his skin tone. Public speculation often ignored the medical facts. The condition affected him emotionally and physically. It was not a cosmetic choice. 18. Michael never toured outside the United States. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer. False. Michael toured all over the world. His Bad in History tours were massive global events. He broke attendance records in several countries. He had huge fan bases in Europe, Asia, and South America. His international shows were legendary. He was a truly global performer. 19. Michael's final tour was called Dangerous. You have 5 seconds to answer. True or false? Correct answer, false. His final planned tour was called This Is It. It was scheduled to begin in 2009 in London. He died weeks before the first concert. The Dangerous tour happened in the early 1990s. This Is It was meant to be a comeback. It never came to life on stage. That's the end of part 2. Did you beat it? Or are you still staring at the man in the mirror? Like, comment, and subscribe for more legendary trivia. Long live the King of Pop, and keep dancing.